Welcome to Africa channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to help us.
A closer look at the important new EV platform that will debut under the Audi Q6 e-tron and Porsche Macan EV this year. You're going to hear a lot about PPE this year. That's the codename for the all-new EV platform that's going to underpin a range of vehicles from Volkswagen Group's premium brands, most notably Audi and Porsche, as well as Bentley. We've already had a glimpse of PPE with our sneak peeks of the upcoming 2025 Porsche Macan EV, which is scheduled to be officially unveiled next week for production likely later this year or early next. But the PPE platform should first hit the road under the all-new Audi Q6 e-tron, which is scheduled for launch this spring. Simple terms, the PPE platform sits above the MEB platform that underpins EVs from Volkswagen Group's mainstream brands, such as the VW ID.4 SUV, and alongside the J1 platform that underpins the Porsche Taycan and Audi e-tron GT sedans. PPE is a highly flexible architecture, allowing wheelbases from 113.8 inches to 121.3 inches, tracks from 64.6 inches to 67.5 inches, and ground clearance to vary between 6.0 inches and 8.5 inches. What that means is that the platform can support both cars and SUVs, including replacements for the current Porsche Cayenne, Audi Q7 and Bentley Bentayga SUVs. We know from the Macan EV that PPE can accommodate air suspension, 22-inch wheels, and rear-wheel steering. PPE-based vehicles will be powered by a new range of modular e-motors that will have higher performance levels than the units used in MEB vehicles. The new e-motor concept allows for stators of three different lengths of 3.9 inches, 5.9 inches, and 7.9 inches, that share a common diameter of 8.3 inches. This enables three different power and torque outputs. The longer the stator, the more power and torque is developed, from e-motors with a high degree of shared components. All the motors are permanent magnet synchronous, PSM, type, though the small stator motor can also be built as a lower cost, less powerful asynchronous unit. Each of the e-motors has a common single-speed transmission that can be fitted with one of four different gear ratios to further optimize vehicle performance. The transmission also allows the motors to be decoupled from the wheels to enable energy-saving coasting, or lift-off deceleration roughly equivalent to that of an internal combustion engine car with an automatic transmission. A modular inverter system can be upgraded from silicon to high. PPE vehicles will initially be dual-motor, all-wheel drive, and Audi sources say PPE's front axle e-motor is 35% smaller, 20% lighter, 15% less expensive to make, and uses 30% less energy than the front e-motor in the Q8 e-tron. Under normal driving, 100% of the drive is sent from the rear e-motor, the more powerful of the two, to the rear wheels. However, the powertrain control system can instantly bring the otherwise passive front e-motor into action and infinitely vary the rear to front torque split depending on traction. The front e-motor is used to recuperate up to 240 kilowatts of energy under braking. PPE also gives performance-oriented brands such as Porsche the ability to fit their own, specially developed e-motors. For example, the top-of-the-range Macan EV Turbo, seemingly confirmed by the special decal package on new turbo trims, boasts a Porsche-developed e-motor with a 9.0-inch diameter, 8.3-inch long stator that will boost the dual-motor SUV's total output to at least 603 horsepower and more than 738 pounds-to-foot of torque. PPE has an 800-volt electrical architecture fed by a 100 kilowatt-hours, gross, modular prismatic battery that weighs 1,260 pounds. The battery consists of 12 modules, each with 15 prismatic cells connected in series, and has a cooling plate in its housing. It can accept a 270 kilowatts charge rate, meaning it can be taken from a 10% state of charge to 80% in less than 22 minutes on a 350 kilowatt charger. Adding 60 miles of range takes just 4 minutes on a DC fast charger. The pack can also function like two separate 400-volt packs on low-speed chargers to improve charge times. The battery's modular construction means it can supposedly be repaired, individual modules can be replaced if necessary, and even updated as newer, higher-performance battery chemistries are developed. At the technical preview of the Macan EV, Porsche engineers claimed the battery's chemistry requires 60% less cobalt and delivers 30% higher energy density than the battery used in the Taycan. For all that, PPE is merely a stepping stone on Volkswagen Group's march to becoming a pure EV producer. Learnings from PPE will be folded into a new platform dubbed SSP, Scalable Systems Platform. SSP is slated to replace both MEB and PPE with a single, highly modular, flexible software-defined architecture capable of underpinning all Volkswagen Group EVs, including everything from 114 horsepower city cars to 1,700 horsepower supercars. However, massive software development problems at CARIAD, Volkswagen Group's in-house software division, mean the launch of the next-gen SSP could be pushed back from 2026 to 2029 or even 2030, though that could mean longevity for this new batch of capable PPE models.
We have come to the end of the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel to help us.